Circle up. Hey, get in here.
And then it like broke.
Good man, boys. Jim.
Alright, boys. Alright, boys. Fucking killer all time. When I say killer, you say will. Killer! Savages on 3. 1, 2, 3. Savages!
She got horns like a devil pointed at me, and there's nowhere to run from the fire she breathes. She got horns like a devil pointed at me, and there's nowhere to run from the fire she breathes. She got horns like a devil pointed at me, and there's nowhere to run from the fire she breathes. Horns like a devil pointed at me. She got
2 little horns and they give me a little bit.
After another break-even preliminary event in the Foxball series, the Savages look ahead to their final event. Another Saturday of travel and a Sunday packed with 4 matches to determine if they would come back one last time for the finals. This event will be slightly different though. Foxball decides to use a completely different set of bunkers, including the car wash and tall tent. The only problem with this is that the Savages wouldn't be able to practice on the layout since the only field using it is 5 hours away. So, the Savages head into the make-or-break event on a layout they've never even played on.
As much as we wanted to be 6-0 heading into this last event, 3-3 put us in a position to potentially make the playoffs. We thought we had to come out of that third event at least 3-1, and preferably 4-0. But we thought that we were playing well. We came out in some matches just a little bit flat, and if we kind of stuck to our game plan and figured out this layout, because we hadn't really played it before, that we'd be all right throughout the weekend. Coming into a layout without a W, I mean, first layout without a W any of us had played since, I don't know, 2015, whenever they got rid of the A. It was a lot of fun. It opened up the field a lot. It kind of got rid of that, trading bodies of the W. But it definitely showed in our first match that we hadn't practiced the layout, and just like we're kind of adjusting on the fly through the first few points of the drive match.
Non-traditional layout, I'm fine with that. I didn't care. I don't really care if there's a W. I don't really care if there is a W. It just makes my life easier when there's no W, because then I can just kind of poke my head up and just crawl down the snake. So not practicing the layout was pretty detrimental, I think, because our first match we played against drive, and it really showed that we had not practiced the layout, because they had figured out just like a good way, or at least like a good breakout that you can just like play the back 5 but effectively control the field. We didn't figure that out till after this match.
Know that we haven't played the field yet, so let's just go out and try shit if it doesn't. So much fun. Let's not do it. Let's have fun. Let's get rocking and have fun. Because we haven't played it, let's go back to fundamentals. We need widest sky. That's super important for the front players. And we need to keep track of the Savage count.
We need to know if they get in that snake. That's one of the most important things.
Guys on the D side, calling those bodies that are walking off is going to be clutch for our count. Okay? Yep.
We know how to play this game, okay? We're going to have some fun out there. Get those hands high. Yeah. Right? When I say killer, you say will. Killer! 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 Savages on 3! 1, 2, 3! Savages!
Jim's going to draw the lane, so Justin can get safe into the corner.
It's the same start one I did before.
I like the D1.
I like the D1 better.
I know, but Jim's going to open up on the D3.
You guys,
the corner's fine until the snake.
Jake's going to run a gun to the snake corner. Camel, can you go Camel?
Yeah, I'll go whatever.
Alright. Yo, Apple shooting D-side, right?
Okay, yeah, I'll hold up the D-side.
We played drive and they ended up going up 2 points against us, so we decided we definitely needed to get rid of the pocket plays and stuff. We needed to send it. We needed to be a little bit more aggressive. We ended up making it a 4-on-2, and that should have been as simple as that, but our snake guy Camel, he took a hit in the pack and he didn't feel it, I guess, and ended up getting a minor, and that ended up pulling out our entire snake side. So it was the 1-on-2. I realized that if Jim stayed alive and just held the Dorito guy there, I could run the highway. Paintball's a huge game of momentum, so I decided to shot him a little bit in the face like 7 times, and the ref had to give me a warning for overshooting at that point.
60 seconds. Towel.
Move that corner real quick. Because we don't have a lot of time for the next match, so.
So a lot of the shit that went wrong with that game was just like a bunch of technical stuff. Like I don't know, like how many guns were hot at the beginning? Like shooting way too hot, and then
something not
we couldn't change that. Yeah, we couldn't change that. But the thing that about it is that we let it fluster us. Like I asked someone to like look at my gun afterwards, and they actually turned it up. I came out back on the field with like on the second time, and it was shooting 360.
Dude,
and then,
I didn't touch the chrono.
Okay, well I asked.
I know, I checked it over.
If you checked with it, yeah.
I did.
I don't know if it's there.
It was every team
or whatever's going on. But I think a lot of the like technical problems like made us like miss a bunch of stuff. Like we didn't really have anyone to like scout because we were all fixing our own shit. We didn't have anyone to wipe off Jim in the last point, and so he had a hit on it, an old hit on him, which like is really shitty. Just a bunch of stuff we couldn't control, and on top of that, I thought communication at the beginning at least was subpar, which is fine. We fixed it in the end, and we found some good breakouts that worked. We haven't played this field, so like going into the next match, we all have a better sense of what to do now. So don't let this get you guys down.
No, because
like, I don't want to single anybody out, but Jake, I'm like really upset that we had to blow a timeout so you could use your own personal gun. Like that was frustrating. You should have like after you went out 3 points in a row and that thing was not shooting, it should have just went down for the game, and you should have pulled a different gun. Because that like we didn't end up needing it, but that timeout could have been very valuable.
That's true. But I did go to grab another gun, and then the other gun. Okay.
I kept saying the M2 was fine. Like that M2 was fine all day.
Alright, okay. Yeah, it was just I didn't trust anyone else's gun because the second gun that was given to me, the hopper went down.
We have to change what we're doing. We know that going wide is risky.
Worth it.
But worth it. Worth it.
But I like the cross. I think we should do at least always a home, always an apple, always a bomb. And from there, it should be a middle or wide.
Did you feel better going into this match now that you played the layout?
So Lightning was our second match of the day. We lost our first match, so we were ready to go out there and do some of the stuff we were working on in practice. The layout was interesting. It's the first time I ever personally played with the car wash and no W. I've only played tournament paintball recently with the Savages for like a year and a half. So it was very interesting with no W, but we were still able to push up the middle a lot of times, get some field dominance with the middle, and send long down the snake.
Coming into that tournament, we actually hadn't played the layout yet, so I feel that our first match was a good learning experience, and we were able to come out of it pretty strong. We tried a lot of things that didn't really work so well, and then we were able to improve for our second match against Lightning.
Trying to get demons up out of me. Turn to a beast, eat your arteries. Deceasing opponents so properly. Unleashing the dark side, what got to me. We come to take this shit over. Foot on the gas, hit a motor. Switching my thoughts, I'm bipolar. I stare in the eyes of a cobra. Say you won't smoke, come get it. Come on, you wanna play dumb, I'm with it. I'm about to take over the city. I came with my committee gang with it. Came for the bag and the profit. Looking for the wave when we got it. Nigga, you ain't scared nobody. Bah, bah, that's a whole body. On the dark side, it can get cold.
So we came out and I think we lost our first 2 points, and then the rest of the time I got to watch from the sideline. Picked up a gross major. Little lazy getting out of my bunker and kind of just wiped the hit off my hopper because I was just pissed at myself for getting shot out like a chump, and yeah, I guess just the timing of things. Ref ended up pulling a major on me and sitting me for the match. I definitely think this team plays better when we're down points. Needing to force the issue, it can go either way, really. I mean, you might throw bodies away early, or you might get a couple kills early to kind of swing things and get you back into a position to win a match. A lot of our guys tend to like to get aggressive, and yeah, definitely seems to work for us.
On my knees, thanking God that He got me through the pain. Danger, I don't fit in, I'm a stranger. Believer, I can take out all the evil. Empowerment to all my people. I can prove to you I'm a leader. Run through the money, no visa. Forgive me, cause my life illegal.
Searching for the bag and the prize. On a mission looking for them bad guys. Can't run no play over my head, I'm real wise. Look at his eyes, why I think he traumatized. Take me as a joke, I'ma hang him on the road. Cause where I'm from, we don't play like that on the outside. Better not free, cause we know you gon' choke. Talk behind my back, boy, your shots backfire. I know you tried, but you never could survive. I see the fear that's in your eyes. Run like forward, they tryna hide. They criticize in the skies. They know I can only tell the truth. They know all you do is tell lies. I'm about to take over the city, tell me you with it, cause I know my squad gon' ride.
On the dark side, it can get cold, it's a cold case. In my right mind, I can ride till I roll break. Skeleton on my left wrist in that soul place. On my knees, thanking God that He got me through the pain. Danger, I don't fit in, I'm a stranger. Believer, I can take out all the evil. Empowerment to all my people. I can prove to you I'm a leader. Run through the money, no visa. Forgive me, cause my life illegal. Come on, say you want smoke, come get it. You wanna play dumb, I'm with it. Looking for the wave when we got it. For the wave when we got it. That's a whole body. Danger, I don't fit in, I'm a stranger. Believer, I can take out all the evil. Empowerment to all my people.
Ended up finishing that match 4-3 and winning it to move to 4-4 on the season. Just keeping that 500 game strong.
So the next match, I think we should do the same thing. Let's go wide. If they stop us, now we have the middle.
Yes.
Then when we're beating them on the inside, we can go wide again. If they never stop us from going wide, we got the wide.
Yeah, exactly. We run the play until they stop us.
Yo, to go off what Jim just said, I don't care if we go down like 3 or 4 points with 10 minutes left, okay? I know we are very capable of scoring sub-1 minute points frequently.
Let's execute what we say.
Yeah, just follow the game plan, and we'll figure it out from there because I know we can.
Hold it with your mouth.
I mean, this is just proof. Today, all day. This is proof.
We talked about the things we couldn't control, right? We obviously adjusted in the second match. We can't keep getting penalties, right? We only had one this match. That's, you know, we lost a player. That's a big deal. Alright, so let's keep that better. And the lanes are way better this match than the last match. We have to keep that for the next 2 matches. Kill these guys off the break.
Yeah.
That's all.
The match started out pretty strong in our favor. We went up 3 points on them.
Bunches and bunches, punches is thrown into your frontless. Oodles and noodles, bang bullets at suckers' noodles. Last album voodoo, proved that we was fucking brutal. I'm talking crazy, half past the clock is cuckoo. You rappers doodle, baby shit, just basic boo boo. I'm talking Zulu, Mansa Musa, my money buku. My beats is banging, fuck what you rapping, who produced you? I slap the snap, take what you got and run the juice you.
USC bitsy, furry, frightened, and freaking sickly. A little prickly, dick on display for winter swimming. Look at these kitties, Mike, I'm a rat-a-tat for living. I deal in dirty work, do the deed in a dash. Ditch 'em, I'll land a hammer that's stuck in a fist and gun position. We run a brand where the structure's the #1 commitment. It's all a joke between monk contractions and coffin fitteds. So we disappear in the smoke like we're fucking magicians.
No hocus pocus, you simple suckers been served the notice. Top of the morning, my fist to your face is fucking Folgers.
We might be giants, standing on little dandy shoulders.
You punks is pussy, proverbial pansy panty holders. I Jake the snake up, DDT 'em in mausoleums. Macabre massacres, killing cunts in my coliseum.
They all actors, giving top and back of a BM. I fall back if your casting calls are ending in semen. Come on.
I came out on the field and we lost a point immediately. So that was kind of bad.
On the foulers, no need for any evaluations. I'm a fouler, so Johnson and Jimmy spraying faces. Any cow that is sacred will get to face it. Like any time a murder gets replaced it. Face it, the fellows at the top are likely rapists. But you like mellow out, man, just relax. It's really not that complicated. Well, part of me, I guess I'm just as sane as you explain it. Or maybe sanctifying the sadistic as deranged.
The gates of hell, I'm pugnaciously pacing, waiting. I give a fuck if I'm late, tell Satan be patient. But I ain't here for durations, I'm just taking vacations. And tell a fuck 'em I never loved them in salutations.
Good, long, drawn-out points worked in our favor. They couldn't claw back against us, and we really just burned the clock down. The final score of that match was 3-1.
So after the Lightning match, I decided that I was going to stop playing for the Rebellion and Leverage match and just coach primarily for the rest of the day. So the team did pretty well against Boston Rebellion, but I felt like we weren't really having that push that we needed. So by the time we got to the Leverage match, the first 2 points I believe we lost, and pretty much we were just dropping our zones and letting them get up the field.
It got to the point where they clearly, you could tell that they had practiced the layout. We came into it cold. We really didn't have any way to practice the layout besides driving from Philly or the Philly area all the way up to Laneway the weekend before. And so we decided to go into it cold, and you could definitely tell in the end.
This is do or die, boys. This is do or die, boys. We are 5-4. We need 6 if we're gonna play.
Yeah. This is the season right here. Like we either win this or
we're gonna bring it down to the fucking wire, guys.
He's like, whoever's on this. I don't also want to take this too seriously at the same time.
Yeah,
I want to have fun, and I want to kill a lot of people, and I want to talk to all of you on the field. That's fun for me. I have a lot of fun when communication is good. So.
We know these guys are good. We're better. It's just whether we show up in these next
30 minutes. That's all it is, whether we show up, whether we go out there and communicate, whether we go out there and win our gun battles, and keep from making dumb moves. That's all it's going to be.
And this will be either our last match of Foxball or we're going to make finals. So make this not the last match.
I'm not done with this season. Fuck that.
No way.
I'm not done with this season. It's having too much fun. Way too much fun.
I don't think I like coming off the Philly.
Let's bring it in.
Yeah. Hey, let's go team on 3. We'll follow it by Phillies and then Saturday.
1, 2, 3, team! Phillies out again! Phillies out again! Phillies out again!
Let's go to war. Let's go to war. Everything you say, everything you do, you push it in, and you cut me down, and you cut me down.
So Leverage was doing a really good job, especially one of their players, Caputo. He was running the D side very well, and he was pretty much their biggest threat. And we realized it a little too late.
So I decided to put myself back in, primarily I think on the D side, and we started to slow them down. I believe we made it either 3-1 or 4-2, and then the points kind of slowed down from there. We started to get a little bit of a rhythm.
Maybe we can wait each other out. It's a cold world. Let's go to war! With every settled score, I thought that fighting with meant fighting for. But you're turning around. But you're turning.
Point, they hit the buzzer. You guys fucking passed each other at the same time. You didn't realize it. Oh, no way! Screaming at the ones we love, like we forgot who we can trust. Screaming at the top of our lungs, on the grounds where we feel safe.
Jim has to sit. Mike. Ryan, Mike, Jacob Armand. Great.
We flow, are we drunk on the chemicals? Every feeling in my bones tells me to lash out and tell you to fuck off. You cut my heart and I got your soul, but are we better off alone? With every battle, we lose a little more. Remember everything that we died for. You are everything that I died for. Screaming at the ones we love, like we forgot who we can trust. Screaming at the top of our lungs, on the grounds where we feel safe. Screaming at the ones we love, like we forgot who we can trust. Screaming at the top of our lungs, on the grounds where we feel safe. 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 We feel safe.
Just couldn't really stop them. We weren't doing what we needed to do, and Leverage was just capitalizing on everything that we were failing on. So they pretty much took that match with relative ease for 5-2. So after we wrapped up the Leverage match, we finished the season 5-5, putting us right in the middle of the rest of the teams. We weren't sure if we were going to make finals or not. It depended on what happened in the event 5 that we were not playing. I forget which teams we needed to lose or whatnot. They pretty much came down to, I think, drive and some other teams winning. After that, event 5, we made it in because of drive and some teams beating other teams that needed to lose, and we took the bottom seed, which put us against New York Infectious going into finals. So getting ready for the Infectious, or I should say Foxball finals, we practiced against Gucci Gang down here at OXCC 2 weeks before. That team pretty much taught us, you know, a little bit about control, which we really needed. I think we got smoked that practice. The practice leading up, we went to Top Gun. We played Princeton Battles, which is a great team to practice against. They showed us a little bit on the layout. Definitely felt a little bit more prepared than the previous layout since we could actually play the actual layout. So we found out a couple weeks before Foxball finals that we weren't going to have Jake, Camel, or Red. So it kind of put us in a weird position. We felt fine with having the 6 that we had, but felt that it'd be nice to have a 7th. So we decided to pull somebody up from our D5 line to play Snake with myself and Kevin. And I think it worked out really well. I mean, Chuck pretty much came into the system, 2 weeks of practice with us.
I started with them in March of 2017. Took about a 10-year break from paintball, so it was good to get back into it. I was excited to come up and play Foxball. It's been a long time since I've actually played X-Ball in a tournament, so I was pretty pumped to play.
So for whatever reason, we didn't have our original starting lineup, and to me, doesn't really matter. That's fine. I always mesh well with anybody that gets introduced. So we took Chuck up, and he played the event with us.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Sis got blah boy, sis got blah boy. Sis got blah boy, sis got blah boy. Yeah. 901 Shelby Drive, look alive, look alive. Niggas came up on this side, now they on the other side. Oh well, fuck them dawg, we gon' see how hard they ride. I get racks to go outside, and I split it with the guys. We up on the other side, niggas acting like we tied. I been gone since like July, niggas acting like I died. They won't be expecting shit when Capo go to slide, cause I told them that we put that shit behind us, but I lied. Hey, look who I'm around, man. If I fucked up, I'ma be downtown, man. Full flow down, man. That's if I get caught, man. Push me to the edge, so it really ain't my motherfucking fault, man. I'm not to blame, man. This fucking industry is cutthroat. I'm not the same, man. And I could let you check the tag. Now I'm rocking name brand. I'm only chasing after bags. Now I got a game plan, and I'm out here with the whoop. 700 3i5s, look alive, look alive. Niggas came up on this side, now they on the other side. Oh well, fuck them dawg, we gon' see how hard they ride. I get racks to go outside, and I split it with the guys. We up on the other side, niggas acting like we tied. I been gone since like July, niggas acting like I died. They won't be expecting shit when Capo go to slide, cause I told them that we put that shit behind us, but I bitch come through. You and you, I'ma get the money.
So we knew it was a close match for the first time we played them. Going up against them in the finals, it wasn't exactly clear-cut whether we were going to come out strong because it was our first match of the day, and historically we're not that good in the beginning of the day.
So first point, we pretty much decided to just go wide, get aggressive, do our, play Savage Paintball.
Here come old back top, he come grooving slowly. He got juju, eyeball, he want holy roller. He got hair down to his knee. Got to be a joker, he just do what you please. Yeah.
Hey, hottest 12 seed in the game right now, boys. Great fucking start to the day. It's only going to get harder from here. When I say kill, you say whip. Killer! Let's go, boys!
There's a point going on.
Talk about how you felt after that win against New York.
So I mean, that was our goal for the day, to beat New York Infectious. You know, obviously anything, we want to go, you know, as far as we can, win it. But it felt great to beat a team that we thought that we should have beat in the prelims, and you know, I guess it kind of just like showed that, you know, we put the work in and, you know, made it happen.
Finals match, we drove 6 hours, so I really didn't want to play for 18 minutes and have to drive home. In AC, we just made the Sunday, got knocked out in the first match, so just winning the first match is all I was looking for.
Yeah, I was pretty pumped when we beat New York Infectious. Just being able to win a game in the finals at all was pretty cool. You know, not wasting the time to drive up there, play one match, and literally drive back home. So that was cool.
After beating New York, I wanted to be really super excited, super happy, but I also wanted to be cautious because I knew that next we would be playing South Boston Mob, and we knew what that entailed as far as the way that they played us during the prelims. We knew that they shot lanes, and generally their lanes were really on point. So we had a hard time breaking down what they were doing when we played them in prelims, and it became an issue, and that's how we lost to them early on.
So going into the Boston Mob match, we weren't able to scout them on this layout because they had a direct seed into, I think it was quarterfinals. So again, we just did, you know, our thing.
We didn't get sent home right away. We had some momentum going into Mob. The guys were really excited to get in there, and you know, for a second we thought we could actually win Foxball, and then we played Mob.
They're going to do the same thing they just did, shoot a ton of lanes. You can't go wide. When you get
go double, go bomb.
Look at their apple.
Stay corner, stay corner, stay corner.
Playing dead center.
Don't get too close to your face. Tell me, has our time run? Tell me, is there no hope now? Tell me, will we make it out? I don't wanna be let down. Tell me, has our time run out?
Move up the field. I had the corner on me and Kev, and I had the D1 crossed on me. D1 stopping, D side.
Well, they never completely crossed because they had straight corner and orange shooting.
Okay, D corner! When you ask me if you can go and I say go, it's you gotta go. You can't wait 10 seconds because by that point, everything's changed.
Well, I wrapped and put after it too.
Apple was in, right? He was in, that's why when you asked me, I said go, and I dropped the lane, and then he came back out, and I dropped it.
Guys dropped me. I couldn't call RG2 fast enough, but I saw it, and I'm sitting on him.
I'm selling.
On an apple cross, through the corner, snake corner. I might go on a little race, right? And
I remember with Mob, as soon as the first point went out, right away we knew their lanes were on compared to Infectious. I kind of got stuck in D1, maybe D2 for 5 of the points. We were losing a lot of bodies. Communication was breaking down. It's kind of what happens when the team has really good lanes. Shoots an early body, and then the team kind of just falls apart.
So once we went down to 0-3, you know, we still try to keep it calm in the pits, try to resolve it, adjust, things like that. But, you know, after it gets so far down, you know, you're running low on the clock, we kind of just start having fun. I mean, you know it's going to be the last match of the day, and we just start doing crazier things and just, like I said, having fun.
Tell me, has our time run out?
coming out on the first point, we kind of learned that they had their lanes on, and we got smoked pretty bad, and we just never really were able to adjust to their laning.
I don't know why, but we lost a lot of aggression pushing on the D side, and again, I think it's a team that we could beat. It's just that, you know, some of the guys get in their own heads and just stop playing, you know, the way that we should be playing. So I decided coming up to Foxball, I was like, hey, just in case we win, I should probably buy some champagne. So, you know, being the cheapo that I am, I bought the cheapest bottle in there. Lo and behold, it didn't have a cork, and it was just a twist off, so that was great.
I know how to open champagne, but I can't get the foil.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
It was the cheapest one I could find.
I bet!
Alright, let's
Oh my god.
Let's go! Oh my god!
Champagne.
Thank you. Living better with
Make sure Mike drinks it last.
Yeah, Mike, you get to drink out of this lake because that's easy. I wasn't joking.
Make sure Mike drinks it.
Oh, you're done. It's on the bottom. Wait. Oh no, the girls.
Oh yeah.
It's okay, we don't matter. It's fine.
Were you happy with where you ended up at the end of the Foxball?
Yeah, we made finals. A lot of room to improve for next year. Guys from the beginning of the year to the end of the year got a lot better. Better communication, better play. So we're looking forward to the 2018 season.
It's always great to win a tournament. It's always nice to, you know, just do the best you can. We thought that we could have done better, but I mean, I think we're happy with where we ended up. I mean, a lot of people told us that we were crazy to go and play a Division III series, you know, never winning a Division IV series, and or a tournament for that matter. And I mean, hey, we made, you know, top 5, so I'm pretty happy. Definitely want to give Dave Painter a huge shout out. I mean, he runs a great series up at Foxball. He helped us out a lot. I mean, there was one event where our guys were so lazy we couldn't go and get water that he gave us water, so that was really nice of him. Always just really helping any team. So, you know, thank you to him and all of his staff for putting on a great event.
Huge shout out to OXCC for always having an awesome spot for us to come practice every Sunday. Huge shout out to Kelsey, Ashley, Madison for helping us pit and pod throughout pretty much the entire 2017 season. Go Birds.
Coming to the end of 2017, after we finished Foxball, the team kind of decided that, you know, we think it's in our best interest to not continue the series, kind of just focus on the team, really just try to step it up even further in 2018, and just try to continue to push through the divisions and go as high as we possibly can before we get too old and fat.
Then I got out there and got run down.
That's it. That's all you got to talk.
New York Infectious going into finals.
Are you fucking kidding? You don't just word it.
I'm glad I wrapped it up in the perfect
I can definitely hear that one.
I had to hold it until I
So basically, our little camel, he left it for Kuwait, and there was a police notice out front of his apartment complex that said...
It wasn't there yet.
Oh, it wasn't there yet, but he left for Kuwait. His car was in front of his apartment. They set up a temporary no parking for a whole year, apparently, though. So it's not so temporary. But anyway, his car gets towed while he's in Kuwait. Oh, thank you.
Hey.
Have a good one. Anyway, so his car gets towed while he's in Kuwait. And now it's time to go to Foxball, and one of our other teammates is going to pick up his car to go get Kuwait from the Kuwait, to go get Camel from the airport. And it turns out that his car got towed, and it cost like what, $375 to get it out of the tow thing. So
the real travesty here, though,
is you just tip that gas attendant $4.
$3
to clean your fucking window.
Dude, he's a nice guy. He's a nice beard.
So for our first match of the Jesus Christ.
Take two.
See you, my dude.
More pure.
Yeah.
Hey guys, look how pretty this bridge is.
Hey Jim, you want to tell me what we're doing?
Hey, you guys want some chips?
No,
you want
Jim,
some
you
chips?
want to tell me what's going on?
You want some chips?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's going on.
You want some chips?
So,
Are you sure you don't want some chips?
we're driving to Boston, and in order to avoid a $15 toll, we drove 40 minutes out of the way to another bridge that had a $15 toll.
I don't know what we're talking about.
So, after laughing about that, we get to the, what's it, Tappan Zee Bridge?
Yeah.
And we crossed it heading west over the river. And we were thinking, that's funny, what's going on with this bridge? So we look at the map, and we were actually in New York going to Boston. For some reason, we went back over the bridge the wrong way.
So we went to New York to come back to New Jersey.
So, over the course of the next 30 minutes, we were driving in North Bumblefuck, wherever, trying to figure out how to turn around. So 40 minutes ago, we were on the other part of the bridge going the other way, and now we turned around, and we're going back over this bridge. All to
You guys
avoid,
want some chips?
All to avoid a $15 toll that his parents paid for. And then we paid anyway on a different bridge, and then we just paid 2 tolls to go over this stupid bridge. so we're at $25 right now, driving in circles, looking at water. I have a lot of chips.
He's so cute.
Jake, at least buy the dog dinner first, man. Come on.
You know, but it was more like a rock. So yeah.
I'm trying to shoot a porn out here.
Why don't you come out and join us?
There's no male talent out here.
So for our first match of the third tournament.
Okay.
14 white, 6 blue, 14 white, 6 blue. Is anybody here Jewish? Seven beers?
Shut the fuck up.
7 of these. What about the blues? I don't know. It's like maybe it's like 3 or 20.
Feel dominance with the middle and send long down the snake. I just made it.
Yeah, you made it.
I don't even know what happened.
You just said exactly what you do every match. Can we talk about beatbox again? That would be great.
Yo, so fuck beatbox. Bunch of pussies.
This is a huge table. Yeah, and you're taking up more than half of it.
Fine, I'll stay on my half.
Better.
You stay on your half, and I'll stay on my half.
Better. I realize you're long and lanky, but that doesn't give you an excuse.
I'm not super drunk yet.
Alright, so just tell me who you played in the first match, kind of how. You don't have to go specific, just how it broke down, how you lost 4-1, and then just say the final score.
Sure. So first match, Billy Savages against Drive. Final score was 1-4. We lost. Sucks. That's all I gotta say.
Jesus Christ.
Perfect.
Perfect. Mike Hollenstein died like a chump.
Twice.
I'm being signaled that he did it twice.
The only one who dies like a chump harder is Red.
No. Camel dies like a chump harder. Looking at you, Camel.
Gain some pounds, maybe. Look at the Manilows. I don't know who the fuck that is. I don't know. Hey, try to go.
Alright, I've raised my bet to $50,000 for less than 15 seconds, I think, to capture.
Can I take that bet? It might take.
Gotta split the money.
It depends.
Making my way downtown, walking fast, chuffing my vape, and I'm homebound.
It's too late, dude. It's already in
And that seems to suit a lot of our players' abilities, just getting down. Why are you jerking off over there? I'm trying to give a top-notch interview, an MVP type interview, and I gotta look at you fucking stroking it in the back.
That's going in.